Hey, dude, did you hear? Sony shut down Firewalk.
What?
Firewalk. Shut down. CONCORD never coming back.
Oh, wow. Someone better contact the governor of New Hampshire.
No, this.
Just careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Besides, it worked.
Don't you get it now? You have a video to make. Are you okay?
Oh, I had a dream. I had a dream that Sony was being fiscally responsible.
I thought you were dreaming about birds.
What's the difference?
That doesn't make any sense.
Fuck off and die! How do you feel about confidence? In the gaming industry, confidence is one of the finest virtues you can utilize. Imagine how it must feel to be a developer at Naughty Dog, Nintendo EAD, or Rockstar. Your lineage is quality, and you know it. At any given time, when things don't look like they're working out, you can galvanize, regroup, and say,
Guys, let's pull it together. We're Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Or you can let the confidence get to you and react more like, ah! But what if you don't have that much of a legacy at all? What then? Where do you garner your confidence from? Do you engage in blind faith? Do you pull from the most talented corners of the industry and hope for the best? I think the truth is, you give into the gastrointestinal distress. I mean, vision. You would give into the vision of the company. Having a vision for your game is the most important thing. You need to have a unified idea of where you've been, where you're going, and where you are. And if you're overconfident, maybe you think you're the next
fucking Star Wars.
Shit, fuck. Hey. The whole saga began on May 24th, 2023, when the collective internet felt obligated to tune into another PlayStation State of Play. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I never feel super optimistic about PlayStation showcases anymore. Don't even get me started on State of Plays. At their best nowadays, PlayStation showcases are good for a few fun surprises. At their worst...
Regunners, here we go.
Oh. That was like 6 seconds. CONCORD was fully revealed at a State of Play on May 30th, 2024. It took up nearly 11 minutes of the 35-minute showcase. No big deal, you know, not a waste of time at all. It just doesn't even exist anymore.
I'm here to welcome one of the newest members of the PlayStation Studios family, Firewalk. This team brings together some of the most talented developers in our industry.
Then why did you close the studio?
Here's an extended vignette introducing some of the cool characters you'll find in the CONCORD galaxy.
Huh? Oh no, that's okay. I'm already reading about them in the obituaries.
It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years of careful research.
Being really old and almost dying a bunch doesn't count as research.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Start top. Try it with hot sauce. You'll like it. Trust me.
No. Do not trust him. That was not the plan.
Technically, it was a plan. It just wasn't the same plan that we started with.
No one moves. We'll be taking this off your hands.
What? This?
Funny.
Okay guys, it's time we address the elephant in the room. The thing that everyone already knows and has already talked about. Concord is derivative. It is eerily similar to another major pop culture media franchise. It's exactly like the hit NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation. You have this slimy green guy who's basically Leslie Knope. He's goofy but conscientious. He wants to do right by his community. The big hairy gorilla guy is Ben. He's serious, but the sexual chemistry with our main character is off the charts and you just know they're gonna get nasty. And Take Charge Asian lady is meant to be Ron Swanson. She keeps everything together, but her steadfast libertarian views occasionally get in her way of being an effective, whatever they are. Well guys, I guess I cracked the case again.
Alright, wise guy, you're off the case. You're getting reassigned by the higher-ups.
Sergeant Pussbutt, you can't do this to me.
I can do whatever I want. Your detective days are over. You're going back to the job you was meant to do. Pushing pencils at headquarters. You always sucked at this gig.
No, this job is what I was meant to do. I have a wife and kids. My toothpaste is $40 now.
Your toothpaste is $40?
I have really brittle teeth.
I'm out of here, detective. Or should I say, desk jockey. Have a nice life.
Oh God, no. Wait, this game is more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Meet at the rendezvous point.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
Copy that, Bill.
Well played. But how are those hands?
She's a firebender.
You're still mad at me?
One off. This is you.
What the fuck is that thing? Seriously, what the fuck is that? It looks like a washing machine come to life.
I am developing a taste for destruction. Goodbye.
If you think I'm leaving context out, I have genuinely no idea what's going on. So the love child of Bumblebee in a fire hydrant saves the day. And then Mikey Day, if he was a lizard, is able to retrieve the Tesseract or whatever the fuck. Until...
Hey, Mark. What are you doing?
Getting us to the rendezvous point.
Nah, they're safe, and it's so exciting it gives Planet of the Apes an orgasm.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die. Or something.
I knew this was gonna work.
This wasn't the plan.
No, it just wasn't the one we started with.
Was this written by a potato?
Another satisfied customer. Goods delivered, I send everyone their cut.
So do you, carry it around with you for emergency bland situations or whatever?
Hey, Mar.
Our next job is somewhere with less scaffolding.
No scaffolding. Zero scaffolding, I promise. We were apart for so long.
His character quirk is that he likes hot sauce.
I thought I'd never feel your fiery embrace again.
You sound ridiculous.
Concord is a 5v5 first-person shooter
It is?
set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord Galaxy.
Should have just said it in Cleveland. Kind of looks like the locals.
Here's the very first look at the gameplay of Concord.
I got my controller ready. So let's meet the characters. This is Vale, who's sassy. This is John Lennon, who's sassy. This is Hay Barrel, who's serious. This is Starchild, who's Drax but with Peter Quill's name, so he's different. This is One Off, who sucks. Okay, it's over.
With Concord,
This is where we get to the selling point of Concord, the weekly vignettes. This is apparently the big thing that sold PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst on the game. and convinced him that Concord would be the next Star Wars. Every week, we'd get a new opportunity to see these characters that we love in action, in a scripted, cinematic cutscene to get us in the mood for more space Overwatch.
You know, I love hero shooters, and I had a really nice time tonight. You mind if I go freshen up?
You can get the check, bye! So yeah, reception for Concord's reveal trailer was tepid, to say the least. For one, commentators were pretty pissed Concord took up such a big segment in Sony's State of Play, but no one thought it was gonna be like the biggest failure in PlayStation's history or anything like that. Concord was the biggest failure in PlayStation's history.
Almost dying is the best way to learn how not to die.
Upon release, it became pretty clear that Concord was not doing well.
Sony's new live service hero shooter Concord is now available on PC and PlayStation 5, and yeah, that's about it. It's out, but no one seems to care that much. Concord debuted to a brutally painful 697 peak concurrent players on Steam.
That doesn't bode very well.
Concord was in development at Firewalk for 8 long years, and Sony didn't come along to acquire the team and their parent company, Probably Monsters, until April 2023. According to gaming industry veteran Colin Moriarty, the game from start to finish.
Concord cost about $400 million to make. $400 million.
$400 million. $400 million.
That's not all, though. As I said before, it was also reported that PlayStation Studios head and most eligible Sony bachelor Herman Hulst really took a special interest in the game and thought it could have been PlayStation's next big IP. Hey, what do you got there? Imagine if Overwatch had a hot sauce lizard man. You want to make love? The game would be released on August 23rd, 2024, and just 2 weeks later, on September 6th, Concord would be taken offline so that Firewalk could, quote, explore options, including those that will better reach our players. The following month, Sony would permanently shut down Firewalk Studios. Concord was a catastrophic failure, the likes of which are becoming more and more common as the industry grows unsustainably. It will also likely go down as the biggest first-party failure thus far in the entire history of PlayStation. But a lot of people who played Concord, maybe even all 14 of them, said there was something there, that it was mechanically sound and visually appealing. Hell, admittedly, I think the idea of weekly vignettes is a really cool idea. I just don't want them with Fridge Man and King Kong. Firewalk was a talented studio full of talented people. It was a commercial failure, but that doesn't mean it shouldn't exist. I want to remind people, Naughty Dog's first few games were basically Flash games, and before they made Crash Bandicoot, they made a Mortal Kombat ripoff. Sucker Punch's first game was Rocket Robot on Wheels. Nintendo made Everybody 1-2 Switch!
Huh, but don't pop in balloons!
Do you think they were held hostage? Sometimes projects don't work out, but you don't throw everyone out at their first failure. This is why Sony's portfolio is less varied. PlayStation is winning right now, but you rarely see them take swings anymore. There was a time when Sony gave us PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale and Buzz. They tried to appeal to everybody, and they tried to dip their toes in a whole bunch of genres and budgets. But, for whatever reason, nowadays those big budget games are all Sony cares about. Even Concord probably only got greenlit because it invoked something else. Firewalk deserved better, and now we'll probably never see Concord again.
Amazon Prime had revealed the secret level anthology that they're doing for 15 different video games. Concord was one of these vignettes that were going to be in there, or one of these pieces of the anthology. Since the game was canceled 10 days after it came out, people were wondering, does this mean Concord's thing is out of the Amazon Prime secret level thing? IGN understands that this episode featuring Concord is indeed still slated to air this season.
Wait for me, sweet prince. Concord would be fuck, I can't talk, I'm gonna burp.